back in Nebraska this morning. I'm near that location where I roosted those birds yesterday evening. There's two little fingers that go up through here, and I'm trying to pinpoint which finger they're on before I move. So I'm gonna do a little coyote howl here real quick and see if I can get one to gobble. And really windy today, about 20 mile per hour sustained winds. But luckily this is down below the hill. The wind's coming out of the south. It's blowing right over the treetops, so it's not really windy down here. So I'm gonna set up probably lower than the birds, assuming they're gonna want to get out of the wind too. Whole flock's over to my right, so I gotta get up there. I accidentally got set up right in the middle of them. It sounded farther off than what I thought they were. Well, they sounded farther away earlier. Then I came up this little creek ravine behind me and got up on the bank here. I was going to set up, and they sounded off. And I think there's one like 100 yards away. And then the far end of the flock is probably 200 yards away. I got one in the tree I can see, about, I'm guessing he's about 100. He looks like he's got a full fan. He's intermixed with limbs and stuff, so it's hard to see him, but it kind of looks like a full fan. Definitely got some jakes in the bunch. I hear him jake yelping. We'll see how this goes. Okay, here it comes. Got one on the ground. Gobbler. It's definitely not gonna make for good camelite if he comes in now. Looks like he might have a full fan, I can't tell yet. Oh, they're flying down all around me. Here comes the whole flock. They're bringing the tom with them. Look at this. He's going down. He's flopping. That's one tough bird. That's crazy. Perhaps he was just too close. Got a beautiful bird here. It was a great hunt this morning. I left the other birds yesterday evening. I was going to stay till roost time, but when those jakes and hens came by me right before fly up and I didn't see any other birds, I figured they must have been roosting somewhere else. Plus I heard some gobbles that sound like across the road. So I scurried out of there early, just a little early, and hurried over here, which I'm about 3 or 4 miles away from the other spot. And coyote howled at the road and heard them gobble up in here. So I got up in here early. The conditions worked out perfectly. I mean, it's really windy this morning, but the wind's out of the south, and this hill slopes down to the north. So I knew that the wind would come over the hill and go above me in the treetops, which made for a pleasant morning, even though it was windy. I slipped up this little ravine here, and I was thinking the birds were at the top of this point. And as soon as I got on this little flat here, one gobbled not far away, and I'm like, uh-oh, I better set up right here. So I got the decoy out there, set against this tree, and made a nice little hide here as best I could. With all this debris and dead trees laying around, I'm sure they thought that's what I was. I mean, obviously those jakes this morning heard my yelp, and the 3 came by me at 5 yards and just went right by me looking for the source of that hen calling. And then walked along the ditch edge there, looking down in the gully for this hen. And then they got over here putting on a show of fighting, and that was fun to watch. And then talking to those hens up there that had the toms. And that's the nice advantage of a mouth call, is be able to call while there's turkeys right here in front of you and without any movement. And I wasn't too concerned if they got nervous. I mean, that one bird was just putting here and there. Obviously, it's like, what in the world is this going on over here? There's a hen calling, and there's an object here moving slightly in my mouth. I'm sure it was moving as I yelped, and so he was a little nervous, but I wasn't concerned about that. If he got nervous and left, so be it. I was talking to those hens. I wanted those toms to come down. They came down here to about 55 yards, I guess, and they were going to go down in the gully, I guess heading to the other flock that I heard farther to the east. But this guy broke off, crossed the gully, which I'm surprised because I walked over there. It's a pretty deep gully. He came up on this side here and kind of half strutted there. Looking at his wingtips, he hasn't strutted maybe twice the whole spring. It looks like he's got no broken tips on this wing, and then one little teeny piece broke off over here. So he's in real good condition as far as his wingtips are concerned. These birds are beautiful, I'll tell you that.